Hey everybody, welcome to another show of Bizarre and the Unknown. I've been a little busy as heck this week, so I haven't had time to actually research a whole lot. So I figured it'd be fun to do a Q&A. I'm learning the poll thing here on YouTube, so I put one out there to kind of test for it. Hey Gary, um, so let me know how that runs. I'm kind of interested in how this works. I'm trying new things out to help everybody out, but it looks like I can only do it on YouTube. Um, Outside of that, I mean, it was a pretty good show yesterday with that experience I had the other day. Don, Gary, I'm sorry you guys ain't feeling too good either. Yeah, my gout's been real bad today, so I haven't been able to move around like I usually can. So kind of sucketh, but it is what it is. Ooh, touchdown. I'm kind of watching the last part of the game too while this is on. Um, And I can do a Q&A on here as well too. Cool. Hey Kevin. So yeah, no, I'm having fun, trying to learn new things, trying to engage everybody a little bit more, see how they like it. So let me know what you guys think of the poll stuff. I'll try to think of more poll questions. Actually, man, I wonder if that would be that'd be hard to do the book giveaway, 3 book giveaway today on that part. Raiders ain't gonna win, Gary. Raiders ain't gonna win. We just got a touchdown, baby. 26-13. So, hell yeah. Hey, man. Yeah, you know how it is. You know how it is, Roxanne. No, I mean, I'm serious. If this is something I can do, I mean, so far I have to have my YouTube up when I'm doing this poll stuff. So it's something new. Um, it is. Hey, Fire, Water, how's it going? So we'll see how it goes. Oops, I don't have somebody help me do this, so I've got to do all this at the same time while talking. Fourth quarter, almost at the end of the fourth quarter. Now, if I could type today, we'd be doing all right. I want to test this Q&A thing out here real quick too. Like I said, I'm trying to learn this new stuff. Oh, so I've got 100% yes on people who are ready. And I got the question up. Let me know how that goes, guys. So we'll have fun with this. We'll play. We'll figure things out. Bigfoot. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, Bigfoot is definitely a good one. Yeah, it really is a good one. Keep your thumbs out of your fingers. Yeah, no joke. Yeah, I'm tired, man. I didn't get so much sleep last night again. Because I was tossing and turning from hurting. Yeah, finally got up this morning, man. I couldn't put no weight on my foot. I just really could not put any weight on it. Gugwe is another good one, Gary. I can't dispute that. Judy, hello. Yeah. I mean, Bigfoot's definitely a good one. Gugwe, definitely a good one. It's hey, Twisted. They're all good choices. They really are. I mean, and honestly, I would have to say probably Bigfoot is my favorite, but in all honesty, I like them all. I mean, myself. That's just me. I mean, I'm really a big fan of them all. Oop, I messed up on my deal here. Yeah, figure out what I did wrong there for a second. But yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with it at all on that. Let's see. In poll. There we go. Um, people voted on the voter deal 100%. Heck yeah. So this is going to be a good one today. So I'm here to try to answer your questions as nope, I don't know why that went blank. The best that I can. Eric, a cup of water with TBS baking soda will help. Yeah, I know, and I need some cherry juice too. I really do. I just haven't had the money to get it. Hey, Uncut. I mean, that's a good one, dude. I mean, honestly, that's a good one too. Like I said, they're all good choices, all really good choices, and it's hard to pick for me. Um, Edgar, good to see you. Yeah, forest people, that's another one. I mean, you got the Fae, you got all kinds of stuff involving with that. So every single one of these is primo freaking good choices. I mean, and that's kind of why I like doing this stuff. Um, I like that answer. I like the one that won't eat you, you old men. So, Firewater, Eric, inquiring minds want to know if the D in your name stands for Daniel. My son is in Eric Daniel. Yes, my middle name is Daniel. My name is Eric Daniel Testerman, ED Testerman. With the funny how the ED Testerman came about, I was trying to, on my very first book that I put out, Saga Grimson, book one, the beginning, I was trying to figure out, do I want to go under the author name of Eric Testerman or ED Testerman? And the author, or the artist who was making the book cover, um, I was sitting there talking to him about it. I was like, I still got to make this up. I said, I'll wait until you're closely done with your artwork, and then I'll kind of come up with the idea if I want to go with Eric Testerman or ED Testerman. Well, he came back with the art cover and it had ED Testerman on it, so I kind of stuck with it. Yeah, that's a good one, Edgar. Really, that's a good one. I'm interested in most in a similar way. It's just I have personal connection to Dogman for experience when and see, and that's the fun thing is most of people's favorite cryptids are the ones that they had the most noticeable experience with. So I mean that is a very common thing amongst people when it comes to their cryptids. It's the one they had experiences with. That's cool. Yeah, I like that initial. Ace. That ought to be his nickname. Yeah, I like my initials. ET. Extraterrestrial. Or in Cheech and Chong, Eddie Torres. Extra. Can't say the last part. So I mean that's awesome. That's really awesome. Um, let me end in that Q&A. But
hello. Do you need me to send you my schedule for next week?
Yeah, because you're working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, work Friday.
Start Wednesday.
Start Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're work Wednesday, off Thursday, work Friday. I think it was Monday and Tuesday were the next ones.
Yeah, it's a confusing schedule because I'm not written in yet.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure I know what it is so I know when I got to get you. Sorry, guys. My daughter was talking to me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Sky, I mean, I would be doing the same thing, My oldest daughter's hers initials comes out to EAT. My youngest is Yert, YERT. So I mean that's how they got their nicknames. Only seen Bigfoot, not Ghost or Dogman. Yes, I've seen so many things, man. Hey Tim. I would think that'd be your least favorite, but hey, you may get along with your mother-in-law. I could be. That could be what it is. Sex dignified. uh, no, in all honesty, I mean, I've investigated so many things. I've had experiences with so many things out there. Um, you would think that ghost, when it comes to paranormal, I mean, obviously ghost, but because that was my very first experience. Supernatural, very first experience was UFOs. Cryptid was Bigfoot. And that's how it was for me. I mean, I've experienced things all over this world on all three categories: cryptid, paranormal, supernatural, and I love them all, man. But I mean, obviously, Bigfoot's got a special place in my heart. That was my very first cryptid experience. What I've dealt with out here and lived with for 32 years, most of my investigations when it comes to cryptid is dealing with Bigfoot. I mean, they've always got one. Nessie or Champ are good ones uncut. Yeah, I mean, Nessie and Champ, that you can't go wrong with those at all. I've seen Shadow Ghost, but never Bigfoot. Yeah, I mean, what I think, I'm about 80% convinced that I seen a Bigfoot the other day. My first visual Bigfoot encounter the other day. Oh no, who got hurt? Oh crap. Um, very, very sure I am. I'm not 100%. I'm about 80% sure, but that's my leaning suspect to what I seen the other day. But I've seen so much paranormal, supernatural stuff. It's hard to say. No, you don't. Gary, you're absolutely right. You never forget your first experience. Your first experience will be etched into your brain for all eternity. I mean, you'll never forget it. I've seen dogman apparitions, dark entities, and I want to see Bigfoot. Dude, I mean, yeah, I mean, and I want that. Hey, Richard, I want that 100%. I cannot doubt experience when it comes to Bigfoot. I want that. I've had, my 30% and now my 80%. I want that. That is without a doubt a Bigfoot I saw. Time will tell. I mean, time will tell if I ever get that way. We do. Well, and the thing too is like for me, it's not so much questioning myself. It's I try to rationalize everything. So I try to debunk things. And the more I debunk, the less I believe in it. The less I can debunk on it, the more I believe in it. And that's when I do investigations, I do all this other. This is what I like to do. I try to debunk it. This could be this. This could be this. But even with debunking, if I'm pretty convinced that this is what it is, I'll tell you, even though I can debunk a lot of stuff, I'm pretty set this is what it is. I've had so many paranormal experiences that I have lost count. Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, paranormal activities everywhere. If you collect a Bigfoot hair, yeah, I mean, I've got stuff. I've got a forensics kit. I've got forensics kits here that I take on investigations with me for collecting evidence like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had a lot of paranormal activity. It's touching. I mean, physical manifestation, voices. Yeah, I've had a lot of that stuff. Most of my physical stuff and visual stuff has been paranormal, and supernatural be right behind it. Oh, damn! I thought they got him. Oh, touchdown! Lucky bastards. Gary says, I was 10 years old and it's still fresh in my mind 45 years later. Yeah. I mean, you'll never forget it. You really won't. Eric, if real, would you say the Fresno night crawlers are cryptid or some kind of spirits? I have to remember what the Fresno night crawlers are. That sounds familiar, but I'm not real versed in them. But if it's what I think it is, it's either a hoax or it would have to be spirits. If you collect hair samples, try using magnets on either end of the hair sample. I did. That'd be cool. I've even got oh my gosh, I just forgot the name of it. I got it. Help me zoom in on the hairs. Microscope that hooks to my computer. So when I find physical evidence, I can actually put it under a microscope and save videos or pictures of what I'm looking at under my microscope. I have learned to never ask for paranormal experiences that you are not ready. No kidding, Firewater. Yes. Hey, Don, how's it going? Yes. I mean, with paranormal experiences, man, you can either have something that's really cool or it's like, oh, shit. I mean, that is honestly and truly what it is when it comes to paranormal. It's going to be either extreme cool experience or extreme holy brown pants moment, I got to get the hell out of here experience. I've had a few for sure, but at some point I felt stopped much because of choosing to block. Yeah, yeah. And people handle experiences different ways. They really do. As I'm going, hey, Monica, how's it going? Um, Eric, there are just ghostly legs with heads only seen walking. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of different visual stuff when it comes to paranormal. In all honesty, though, if you're there's a very big misconception when it comes to paranormal investigations. Everybody and their brother thinks when you do a paranormal investigation, you're going to have a visual sighting or a physical sighting, or you're going to have a EVP. You're not always going to have that. Visuals are very rare. Physicals are rare, but they do happen. Your most common thing, if you do have one, is going to be an EVP. That is going to be the most common. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll give you that, Firewater. I'll give you that. Even really cool one. I mean, you're sitting there going, what the hell, what the hell, what? I mean, you're constantly just blah 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 trying to figure this out. I mean, it's cool as shit, and you're like, do I run or do I stay? No worries, Twisted. No worries. So, and that's the thing. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing, and I think this is what turns people away from paranormal activity so much is the fact that, oh shit, did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? Yes, we. I don't know if we got the ball back. They done an onside kick. And that's the thing is, I think what turns people away from paranormal is the fact that they expect to have a visual, because this is what TV has taught us. TV has taught us we're going to have a visual experience. We're going to have a physical experience. We're going to have EVP. There's several times you won't, and you can feel that there's something there to interact with you. It's not going to interact with you regardless if it's there or not. And people don't realize that. And I think that's what turns them away from paranormal. I've had visual, audio, and touched once. The quick brush of fingers down the half of my back. Okay, yeah. I've had violent physical. I've had friendly physical. I've seen apparitions a couple times, but most of the stuff I've had is all been voices. Either I've heard it with my own ears, or I've caught it on some kind of electronic device. I feel my late daughter and grandson around me at times, and something misses I can hear in her voice. I mean, yes, I would say you're probably hitting the nail on the head with that. A lot of times when you go into a home, and this is not every time, I would say probably about 55% of the time, when you go into somebody's home, when you're dealing with a paranormal investigation, your loved one's going to be there with you. Now, there is that other 45% when they move into a new home that's already had activity prior to them moving in, and that's where you don't. But even then, usually when a family member follows you, they follow you to wherever you move. Even if you go on a vacation, they'll follow you even then. I'm pretty sure that it was my friends who crossed, but after I sold the house, it stopped happening to me. That does happen. I mean, sometimes they'll follow you, sometimes they don't. Generally, my experiences on paranormal investigations, when a family member or loved one has haunted them in their current home, they've continued on to that other one as well. Eric, one other physical thing was a loved one who passed on that Saturday on that bed could feel and see impressions of. Dude, yeah, that would be. I've not seen that. The closest I've had to that is a couple days after my mother passed away. I was laying in my bed. I was crying. You know, her death really hurt me. I mean, really, 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 I didn't take it too well. I was in a pretty bad spot, and I looked at my daughters in the dining room for a second. I mean, this was probably 5 seconds max, and I turned around, looked in, and my TV had been picked up, moved sideways, and tilted. And then a few days later, I heard a girl's voice call my name. And the only person who was in the house was my dad, and he was in the bathroom. 12 feet tall, 2,000 pounds, over 20-inch prints. When in a hairy, it was a blur. We look like them. The First Nation. Yeah, I mean that's a common Edgar. That's a common deception. You know, if you guys have watched my some of my Bigfoot shows and my Neanderthals shows I did, which is funny because mainstream science is now starting to come out and say this. I've made that hypothesis before that I believe Neanderthal was probably Bigfoot, and I believe what our impersonations of what Neanderthal was wrong. Now mainstream science is coming out and starting to say this, to say the very same thing. Nessie or Champ has always been something that I've been drawn to. Yeah, always has too. Yeah, I remember being knee high to a grasshopper's ass and learning about Nessie and Champ, and I've always been fascinated with them. I've seen the shadow of ghosts, but never Bigfoot. Yeah, I mean, that most of my visual has been paranormal. No, you don't. You never forget your first time. Never do. Oh wait, man, my chat. No wonder I'm hitting stuff up here. Hold on, let me get back down here. For some reason, I just realized my chat went to a completely different place. I don't know why that has. So I apologize. Your love for your mom will always be, and always, yeah, I still to this day. I mean, her birthday was September 18th. That was a hard day on me. January 13th is the day she passed away, and that's going to be hard on me too. I had an OBE once, and it was my mother came and got me to say everything would be okay. Dude, wow. Wow. I mean, that's good. That's good. She's letting you know everything will be okay. 7-0, baby. 7-0. You seen him? Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Every single investigation I go on, any bit of evidence I see, no matter if it's cryptid, paranormal, Bigfoot, I'm as giddy as a kid in a candy store, dude. I mean, it gets to this day, as many investigations I've been on, as many experiences I've had, to this day, I still get as giddy as a little schoolgirl or happy as a kid in a candy store when I find evidence. I love that stuff and I live for that stuff. Every single time, it's like my very first experience, man. I just love it. Dude, no lie. I moved into a house and smelled pipe tobacco every night. We just discovered old guy died in that room. And you know, Tim, that is I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's really not uncommon. That is not uncommon at all when it comes to the paranormal world. Yeah, it'll blow your mind every time. Like I've smelled perfumes, I've smelled flowers, I've smelled pipe tobacco, I have smelled food. You know, in places that I've went into, and it was stuff that person was attached to that was very common in their life when they were alive. I've got a terrible connection. Back. No worries, Kyle. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is definitely in there. I mean, and this is the stuff you're going to experience. People want to go out and do these investigations. There's good and there's bad, and honestly, hey, Demiria, honestly, however you are set up to handle it is how you're going to handle it. You never know until you have your first experience. Right now, I want to figure out what was in a video I saw. Looked like a Bigfoot, blurry when it got closer to the cam. It was like you could see through it, but the eyes were bright and yellow. Is that the one you sent me? I tried watching it, and my buddy keeps blowing my phone up today, and I'm like, "Daggone it!" It was on two legs. Yeah, if that's that one you sent me, I'm trying to watch it, and every time I go to watch it, my buddy calls. He's called me about 4 to 5 times a day already. My oldest daughter called me. She got pulled over for her first time, so I was talking to her while she was pulled over, and I was laughing. I was like, you little outlaw. Okay. Yeah, I got to check that out, Roxanne. I'm trying. I'm trying to get it checked out. But yeah, I want to check it out. Um, but yeah, so I was having fun picking on my daughter for getting pulled over, and the cop was laughing too. He's like, "What's going on, sir?" I said, "I'm just here laughing at my daughter." Got to go to the 20-minute mark. I will. I seen you message me with that, and that's where I got to go because I was playing with it before you messaged me, and I was on the phone with my buddy whenever you sent it the last time. I just didn't get a chance to hop on and do it before I came here. I might be able to. I do have some EVPs. I might be able to play on here. We'll check it out. Um, I'll show you. This is kind of like when I do paranormal investigations, what you're going to deal with. Let's see if I got it in music or videos. Actually, let me go to videos. It's probably better to go there. See, Beaver Bar and Grill. Uh, okay. Okay. Give me a second here, and I'll get this shared screen. Um, in the house where the fingers thing happened, we had a smell towards the back door that we called BO. Oh, it would come and go, never knew where it came from. Oh, man, that could actually be paranormal, supernatural, or cryptid. I will, Roxanne. I will. Um, but let me get this EVP pulled up. I'll give you guys, this is all part of, this is case number 001, the Shaved Beaver Bar and Grill investigation that DA Roberts and his family and I went on. And this is just some of the EVPs from it. Let's do this one. Maybe. Let me know if you guys can hear this in here when it starts playing. Oh, crap. What are you doing? There it goes. That was a breath I caught. Something sliding. That's not the one I was thinking of. Hold on a second here. Let me try this one. Um. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is it here. Let me pause that. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear what she just you heard that little voice on there? I'm kind of curious if the audio is playing over on for you guys. Hey, Candy. Okay. Um, let me see if I can back it up, play it again. Then I'll pause it. Let me know what you guys think you can hear. You might need to turn your volumes up, so I'll give you a few seconds. Let me know if you can hear something. Okay, I'm going to pause that for a second, give you guys, and then I'll let you know. I'll do this. Or actually, I'll pause. I'll play this, and then I'll pause it, and we'll see if you guys can hear it. Okay, get ready. Okay. So that was it. I'm going to pause it. I want to see what you guys think you heard. I can hear it pretty clear on my end, but I'm not sure how it's going to come across on yours. I've got to get this stuff uploaded on my Patreon too. But I'll give you a few seconds and see what you guys think you may have heard, and then what I hear will come up across the bottom of the screens when I play it again here in a second. Here we go. Could you guys hear it that time? I'm going to get you. And this was some EVPs that I picked up on this investigation. Let's see what the next one is.
How old are you? How old are you?
You hear it? Yep. Well, that was a question being asked, and it came across to help me. Just said it. Cho. So that last one was one of the most chilling ones I'd caught. I'm not going to play more on there. Then if YouTube, you got a problem with it, every bit of this is mine, 100% my audio. So entertainment purposes only. You can go back and watch my video, the Shade Beaver Bar and Grill investigation. Every bit of audio I just played on here is 100% mine. That last one gave me some chills because when DA was asking if it was Trail of Tears, it you hear a couple times it sounds like probably Cherokee. One time it almost sounded like I heard it almost say Chet Chet Cho, but I didn't add them because they weren't definitive enough for me to say I know what this is saying. But right towards the end of it, it says, "My children are dead. I killed them." And yeah, I mean, that's go on my playlist on my YouTube channel and you'll be able to find all that there. But that's most common stuff you're going to catch. I got a bunch of EVPs at my parents' old place, still not sure who they were. Was a male and female energy. And yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think we caught around 10 or 12 different people talking to us that night. You got me nervous now. I got a dog door already and shrunk in the house. Yeah, it's you really have to turn the volume up. And on this stuff here, the first time I listened to it, I had my headphones on. So I literally had my headphones on and had them pressed against my ear to try to block out every bit of outside noises I can. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm biased because it was an investigation I did. DA and his family were so kind to come out with me on it. But we caught a lot of cool evidence on it. Tesla car array will show you what's around. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of videos where they're showing people walking in front of them, and there's nothing there. I think I even got some. You guys want to see some orbs I caught on that one? I didn't think about that. Stage pull, show reveal. Where? Oh, evidence. Okay. Bar EVPs, EVPs everywhere. Outside. Where is the one with the orbs? Most commonly, when I deal with orbs, it's been on paranormal investigations. Actually, I would make a prayer for goodwill and healing right away if I was in the right mind. Yeah. It was that video that got me to your channel. Oh, thank you, Gary. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm still learning how to put this stuff together. So I'm hoping each investigation they get better and better. I got to remember, is it this one here? I got to watch this because I thought I had it labeled orb, but for some reason I'm not finding that label. Nope. And I'm going to slowly start releasing these uncut videos onto my Patreon. I've uploaded a couple. Is it going to be this one here? Hey, Barry, how's it going? This part here, we're going to get into some things caught on the cams and the GoPros. I limited it down to just 4 or 5 just because these are the ones that I can confirm was something that happened. I mean, I found some other stuff, but not nothing worth posting on the video. So you're going to see my camera fall, which we catch in EVPs, and you'll hear it actually respond about it in another one here, another EVP here in a little bit. But with possible orbs, things knocking on my GoPro. So these are the best of the ones I could find on the video stuff. Unfortunately, with everything happened with the camcorders, my formatting getting. Okay. Let's get past me talking. Something knocked over my camcorder there.
I made sure that it wouldn't fall off.
Here's some of the orbs. Are you cursed for what you've done? No, if you've seen it kind of shot over to the left. Oh, here's a knock on my GoPro. Yeah, they love messing with my GoPros. I had a lot of issues with my batteries being drained, knocking my stuff over, turning my stuff off. They even turned my night vision off on them, and I didn't realize that until I was doing the investigation. Roxanne says, came across my phone, UFO sightings, AI, and India Air Force Base with a couple of pics showing them on October 8th. Oh, cool. This was the Shade Beaver Bar and Grill in Everton, Missouri. You can go on my YouTube and look at my playlist under investigations. You'll see case number 001. I've started cases that way because I've never put them out for the public before. So I've started putting my investigations out for the public. And that's why that one is named case number 001, Shaved Beaver Bar and Grill Paranormal Investigation. Okay, Roxanne, I seen my phone light up, so I figured that was probably you. So this is this is just something I'm going to be adding to my shows from now on. Be doing investigations. Sometimes I may not do regular shows because I'll be out doing an investigation. So instead of having a regular show, you'll have an investigation show. Richard, they are fun. I love. I'm getting ready to go do a paranormal investigation of the Pythian Castle in Springfield, Missouri. And I won't be able to go live in certain parts of it, so I'll try to do as live as much as possible. In some areas, most likely I won't be able to go live, so I'll just have to record. Yeah, the sweetgrass it's a good thing. Sweetgrass, cedar, sage, a lot of that stuff. That is a good question, Barry. No worries. Thank you for joining us. So when it comes to orbs, and what I actually classify as orbs, not the UFO stuff, but purely orbs, 99% of my stuff has been dealt with when it came to paranormal investigations. If you watch my video, you'll see him shoot over my head. You'll see him shoot across the screen and cut to the left real quick. That's mainly when orbs what I deal with. And I have had one orb type experience where it shot from my woods when I was a kid, came at my chest, and I actually fell backwards and slid on the ground trying to avoid being hit from it. And I believe that was probably a fae known as a pixie, more than I do an orb, because fays are mistaken as being orbs or also as being fireflies. But for me, I believe orbs are extremely intelligent. I believe they are a ball of energy dealing with paranormal. But that's been my experience. You should go. You should come do Fort Stevens Battery, Russell. I would love to. I can tell you now, when it comes to cryptid and paranormal activity, military bases have a lot of it. I know that first freaking hand. I would love to. Well, I think subconsciously blocked those kinds of things out a long time ago when I was a young boy. That happens a lot. Sometimes when you have an experience dealing with paranormal, supernatural cryptids, if it is way terrifying for you, you'll have a tendency to block it out. So we're going to be doing a 3-book signed book giveaways. I have 3 books left. So we'll come up to the first question of the night. What I have left is Saga Grimson, Book 1, The Beginning. The Dolph's Land Beyond, which is my historical fiction. And my sci-fi In Our Jar, Book 1, Emergence. So let me get a question thought of here for a second and give you guys a chance to answer it. Let me think of a good question here. I've got 3 to give away tonight, so we'll do one now. It's 45 minutes into it, so it'll be a good one. We need to do a chat sometime. I filmed orbs in Florida 3 years ago, 4 to 5 nights. These were orbs, not UFOs, so to speak. I've seen and filmed both. Yeah, and there's a lot of times I've seen UFOs that look like orbs. Most common one I see out here are balls of light, but you can tell they're way up in the sky, and those are our UFOs. Hey, David, how's it going? Let me think of a good question here for the first book giveaway. For the new people in here, being I've hit my 500 mark plus, I told everybody as soon as I did, I'd be doing book giveaways. I gave 2 away yesterday. Yesterday's winners was Kevin and Roxanne. And I'm going to do 3 today as a thank you to everybody for subscribing to my channel. Let me think of a good question here. Oops, crap. First question for tonight on the book giveaway is, what was my first experience in cryptid, paranormal, or supernatural? Yeah, I mean that's UFO related. Honestly, a lot of that is definitely UFO related. I can tell you for a fact, I was stationed at Fort Benning for a little while. Fort Benning is definitely a very, very big hot spot.
I close the door because I'm gonna watch a movie.
Huh?
Close
Okay.
the door and watch a movie.
What's split? First question for the first book giveaway. What was my first experience ever? Cryptid, paranormal, supernatural? Nope. Judy got it. It was paranormal. My very first experience was my late grandmother, the one that helped keep me alive, my mom's mom. My very first experience with paranormal, my first experience ever was 3 years old. And it was the ghost of my late grandmother who was very sick and took her own life. And she swore to me that she would protect me. I was 3 years old. She picked me up off. I fell asleep at the foot of at the head of the stairs. She picked me up, and I was actually floating in the air. She was holding on to me, telling me she was going to protect me. That was my very first experience. Judy, message me on Messenger with what book you want and your address, and I will get that signed. And when I get paid, I will mail that out to you. Are we friends on Messenger? I forgot, by the way. No, I've heard of Jordan Maxwell, Tim, but I'm not. I'm trying to remember. I know I've heard of him before. Of all the balls of light that are UFO like Foo Fighters, how many are reported to being another light to the ground? Honestly, I don't know on that. That is a very good question. I honestly don't have an answer for that. I don't know. I don't ever remember hearing them beaming lights to the ground, but I can't say it's not possible either. Yeah, Gary, that was an awesome experience. Everybody congratulate Judy. She is the first winner tonight. Message me on Messenger, Judy. Let me know what book you want and your address. Oh, what books are left? It depends on what Judy picks. But right now, I've got Saga Grimson Book 1, The Beginning, which is my historical fiction cryptid horror. My historical fiction Mountain Man series, The Dolph's Land Beyond. And my sci-fi series, In Harjar Book 1, The Emergence. Yeah, congratulations, Judy. Good job. That was awesome. Maxwell is awesome. Took bad. He passed recent. Oh, I hate hearing that. So, oh, I forgot I can do this. Dang, I keep forgetting about this. I got to do this for you, Judy, because you won. I forgot about this yesterday. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm still learning this talk studio I'm on that I podcast from. So I need to get something that's got better stuff than that. But Yeah, I mean, I love writing historical fiction, Judy. I love writing historical fiction, cryptid horrors. Every bit of my historical fictions, even the cryptid horrors, actually has truth, or actually has historical events that happen. And of course, my historical fictions are of that time frame that is that took place, and I just kind of changed a little bit about it. Even my sci-fi has a lot of truth in it. I mean, every single planet I write about, I give you what NASA calls that planet, and then tell you what I call it. So even in there, you can go on, and there's still a lot of truth in that as well. That's how I like to write. Barry says, Judy, you may have seen them on Mark and Larry's channel. That was 45-second loop once. I think we have 27 to 28 minutes of them total over these nights. I've had a lot of Bigfoot encounters. That's cool. I mean, that really is cool. I asked because it was my brother said he saw it, said it intermittently beamed a light on the ground like it was looking for something or analyzing something, moving over. And that's very possible. Uncut, dude. Honestly, hey, DA, how's it going, bro? That is extremely possible. I personally have not heard of or seen an encounter, but definitely I would say I wouldn't see why they couldn't. Honestly, I mean, you got to think how intelligent these things are. And hey, Ida, thank you. I just done my first of my 3 book giveaways for tonight. So here in a little bit, I'll have another signed book giveaway for hitting the 500 mark. But thank you so much. Yeah, I need to. Barry said, let me know where that is. I want to take a look at that. DA, correct me if I'm wrong. You are having you are reading your book tonight on your show, right? If memory serves me correctly. If you guys ain't already, follow DA Roberts on YouTube at DX Machina, and give him a like, subscribe, and a follow. Give him a thumbs up. Let him know I said hi. He does a damn good job on his YouTube channels, and he is by far one hell of an author. So if you're wanting some other good reads too, go to Amazon, look up D.A.Roberts, the same as you do for me on my books on Amazon. You will not be disappointed in DA's writings. I promise you. Get caught up on the comments here. Thank you so much, Uncut. I'm sorry, I'm behind on the comments. Let me get caught up here. Yeah, Barry's in the chat. Oh, there you go. All right. Ooh, an Operation Lily tonight. Hell yeah. Heck yeah, I can't go wrong with Operation Lily. So, and that'll be at 8 o'clock. So that'll be right after this show here. So I'll probably cut this show off about 5 or 10 minutes early, give everybody a chance to be able to go over to DX Machina. And if, as long as we don't run over a little bit, I'm going to try to cut down just a few minutes early so everybody can get over and listen to his. Yeah, I love the Steve. Cameron Buckner does one hell of a job at Steve Lilly, and now DA's doing them too with him from time to time. He just made that. I mean, it's just honestly the Steve Lilly series is awesome. Yeah, there's more than one Barry. That's all right though. You're still number 1 in my book right now because you're in my on my channel, buddy. So, dude, I listen to the Steve Lilly ones all the time. Of course, all of DA's books that's on audio, even the ones that's on Cameron Buckner's show, I listen to them too. I love listening to that stuff over and over and over. And I've got some of DA's books that I like to read, and I love to write, but I'm dyslexic as I'll get out. So it's hard for me to write, and it's hard for me to read. So there's very few books in my life I've actually been able to pick up and read from cover to cover. And I'm not trying to lift there, not trying to put anything out there because I get no money for supporting everybody I support on my show. I just support them because I believe in their work and I like what they do. But DA's books, I can read them from cover to cover. Heck yeah, buddy. Yes, Cameron Buckner does the Steve Lillies on YouTube. So if you go to, oh my God, I just brain farted his show. Oh my God, people help me out. What was Cameron's show? I forgot it off the top of my head. Yeah, I can't either, Kevin. They're really good reads, and it's hard for me to read. I struggle at reading. I have 3 different programs that helps me to write my books. I met Cam before. He even started his channel. Yeah, there's not many people as good as Cam. No, Cam does Dixie Cryptids. Thank you so much, DA. Thank you. I can't believe I was brain farting that. But if you want to listen to the Steve Lilly stories, DA, he's even done 4 or 5 of DA's books. You'll find them on Dixie Cryptid. I love listening to them. Audio is a lot easier for me because of my struggles with reading. But yeah, go to Dixie Cryptid. Definitely. Just got done with Wild Hunt and Apex Predator. Now Lakeview Man. Yeah, Lakeview Man is a really good one. I love the Ragnarok series too. Sadly, I've only heard the first book because that's the one that's on audio. I gotta get money saved up and buy some more off of DA. Now I'm really wanting to hear some of this Ragnarok series, man. Hell yeah! But if you get a chance, go over to Dixie Cryptid. You'll hear a lot of this. And go to he's got his own. I believe it's the Steve Lilly channel. I believe is what it's called off the top of my head, which has got all the Steve Lilly's. Oh, thank you, Gary. Yeah, yeah. So Steve Lilly on YouTube. All them on there. And if you go to Dixie Cryptid, the 4 or 5 books that he did for DA is going to be on there as well. Really good. Really good stuff. Cam does very good narrating. I've got a Western that I'm working on called Cody Barrett's Start of a Legend. And I would really like it if Cam Buckner would read that one. I think that would be awesome. I think he's got the perfect voice for and this is a straight up historical fiction Western. So I would love Cameron Buckner to be able to do that one. Steve Lilly Journals. That's it. Thank you, Roxanne. Yes, Steve Lilly Journals. So you look them up too on YouTube. You guys won't be disappointed in it. You really won't. Yeah, they are. They're really good. Awesome, Tim. Yeah, you won't be disappointed. And don't get me wrong, Cam does some really good reads on encounters too. Eric, have you heard of the channel called Planet 421? No, I have not. Don said, I just finished the Ragnarok Rising for the 5th or 6th time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Ragnarok series, man. I've listened to the first one. Really good. Cam did 3 Wild Hunt books, Apex Predator, Blood Moon, and he's also done a Lakeview Man too, hasn't he, if I remember correctly? Yeah. Yeah, they do really good. I love them. In fact, I think it was last week, the story that DA read, DA and Robbie read, Bigfoot in Afghanistan, if I remember the name of it, that's on Cameron Buckner's as well, which is I for a long time didn't know that was DA Roberts until the second time I listened to that story. I really liked it. Oh, no Lakeview Man, Audible. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's on Audible. That's where I've heard it. Yes, thank you. But that Bigfoot in Afghanistan with Gray Eagle, I didn't know that was DA's till like the second time I heard that story. I heard it once, like, damn, this is a good read. And all of a sudden, I listened to it again. I was like, did he just say that right? And I listened to it and he said, written by DA Roberts. I went, holy cow, dude. That was so good. Dog Soldier. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's labeled under his. I think it's Bigfoot in Afghanistan under Cam Buckner's. I think that's how I found it on his show was Bigfoot in Afghanistan. But yeah, Dog Soldier, dude, that one there was for a short story was awesome. That was a really good one. It's a newer channel from a guy named Matt Emick. He was interviewed on the channel What Lurks Beneath about his Dogman encounter. I'm going to have to try to remember that one. I'm going to have to look that up. Definitely going to have to. Why are you popping up on my deal? There we go. Yeah, here, guys. The author D.A. Roberts I was talking about. He does really good job. That would be cool. I mean, that would be a cool one too, though. In fact, I've dealt with one of those in one of my books with the red-haired giants over there. But yeah, no, it's. Yeah, I mean, he Gray Eagle fights the Barmanu, and I mean, it's definitely if you want a really good read and a more of a modern cryptid good read, definitely a good one. Planet 412. I'm gonna have to remember that one for sure. There's my pen. I'm gonna have to definitely get some time to set aside to take a look at that one. These books that you mentioned make my reading of things like the Sophia Code and the Return Divine Sophia type books sound chump. Yeah, I mean, DA does a really good job. And DA has been a very big mentor, helping me learn how to. I've had stuff printed and produced before, but never by myself. It's always been at school, like college and stuff like that. So when I was venturing out, breaking outside my comfort zone, decided I wanted to take my writing to the new level and do what I've always been told I should do. I reached out to DA's I got some advice from him, and he was huge help on me trying to branch out and do my own. And now I've got 6 books published. Can't go wrong. A very good one. If you like spiritual type books, Firewater, 7 Arrows. 7 Arrows. I believe you can get it on Amazon. 7 Arrows. That is one of the other few books. Louis Lamar, until D.A. Roberts, was the first set of books that I can read from cover to cover in a short amount of time. Other than that, it'd take me a couple of years to read one book because I struggle with it so much. But Louis Lamar was my first. Then I got to reading DA's books, and then but another good one it's called 7 Arrows, and it's a Native American book, and it really teaches you a lot on the spirituality of the Native American people and way of life. Very, very good book. Very good book. In fact, I can check. I don't want to lie to you. I believe you can get it off of Amazon. Let me double check because I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, here it is. 7 Arrows. Yes. Oh. What the hell happened? Seven Arrows on Amazon. It's like paperback is $30.49. Hardcover is $22.99. Can't get the lighting right where it shows that very good. That is what the cover looks like. Very good read. Oh yeah, I listen to them all the time. I've got my books on audio, and then when I get done with them, I always go to Campsite and listen to them too. He's got another good series. Oh my god, I just brain farted it. It's his sci-fi series that's really good too. DA did a really good job on these. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head. Give me 1 second, guys. Lost Legion. And you can find that on audio too. Lost Legion that DA does. Very, very good. That's another one that's very, very good. Crap, I don't have a phone charger. Yeah, I do. If you get a chance on looking up on audiobooks, look up Lost Legion. That's another really good one. I listened to it as well. That's good. That's a good one. Sorry, let me plug my phone in. I just realized it was dying. Haunted Messiah is an excellent book. That sounds familiar. That one does sound familiar. White Buffalo Woman is the Sophia Code. She is Native American. I remember the story of the White Buffalo Woman. This is a very good story. That's an old story. I've heard of, there's an actual Native American story. It's called White Buffalo Woman. And it's a very good Native American tale. Heck yeah. Oh, you're welcome, DA. No, I really liked that Lost Legion series too. That was a really good one. Don, was it Templar's crossbreeding? But yeah, so yeah, I think you guys will be happy with that stuff. And that's why anybody I promote on my show is people that I really believe in. So, of course, I love Sun Tzu's Art of War too. I really love Sun Tzu's Art of War, and I even have that on audio. I've got that on book and audio. Oh, are you? I can't wait for that one, DA. That'll be a good one, bro. That would be really good. I'm just trying to name some other channels that are similar to yours and others like Cryptid Huntress and Nighthawk Strangeness. The Eye of Jupiter is a good channel too. Eye of Jupiter. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm not on YouTube a lot, but I need to start doing some more research on stuff. Uh-oh. Come on, mouse, work for me. There we go. Oh, top of the hour. Thank you. Let me get to these last few comments, and I will get Doc's up real quick. 5 Rings by Mashai. I'll have to remember that one. Yeah, Sun Tzu's Art of War is, of course, I'm an old Marine grunt. So, I mean, Sun Tzu's Art of War is a very big part of our way we are. So, that's one good reason why I'm big into it. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's a really good one. It's the top of the hour, so we need to watch a good commercial for one of my favorite first aid trauma kits and first aid kits. And it's Dark Angel Medical. As soon as I can get my stuff to work here where I could pop this up, it would be nice. Work with me. If you're looking for the absolute very best trauma and first aid kits on the market, you can't go wrong with Dark Angel Medical. I have two of them myself. One I take in the field when I'm investigating. The other one is the headrest style that I have on the passenger headrest of my truck. They are expensive, but you pay for what you get. They are the absolute very best on the market. And he is the very first to do a kit for life. If you use it to save a life and you let Doc know about it, Doc will replace everything in that kit for absolutely free. Until we get my code made up, we're still using DA Roberts code Crypto20 for 20% off. You can use FSA and HSA to get it, and if you're strapped for cash, they do have Sezzle, and that's how I bought my kits, was off of Sezzle. So you have many options to buy these kits. So go over to darkangelmedical.com, get you a few of these kits. I make zero money from advertising this. I just love his product so much. If you go to YouTube and look up Dark Angel Medical, or you go to Instagram and you look up Dark Angel Medical, he does videos on how to use his kits. Kerry Pocket Doc Davis, top notch. It's a veteran-owned, veteran-ran company. Doc has been in the medical field for a very long time, even throughout his military career. He was a Air Force medic. You can't go wrong with his stuff. Yeah, I thought so first too, buried, and I had to look at it because, yeah, there was actually a white Native American tribe. Yep. Long-haired, long beards on face. Oh, crap. Jumped around on me. Dude, Val, good to see you. Oh, man. Tarzan series, Edgar Allan Poe. Love that stuff. Very good stuff. I've got 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and stuff like that on audio too. Some of these channels are made by people who would be good channels to collaborate. I would love to. Yeah, I would. I do shows with DA. I do shows with Jessica. I do shows with William. I loved it. I love bringing people in. It's nice to have somebody who agrees with the same ideas as me, but I also like with people who don't, because this is the only way we're going to learn. I may not agree with their stuff, and I may say, man, I'm sorry, but my experience has told me this. Doesn't mean either one of us is wrong or right. This is how we learn. So, I mean, I love doing stuff like that. Yeah. I'm definitely going to look them up. Yeah, I've had William and Jessica, and I've had DA on my show, and I've been on their shows too. Yeah, I love doing that stuff. I mean, I'm 95% of what I do is by myself, but I love having somebody. I've had Ryan Trimberley on with me. I mean, I love doing that stuff. Yep. Yep. They've had some there. A lot of people don't realize how far the Norse traveled in North America. So, I mean, that's my belief where the white Indians came from was the Norse. Dark Angel Medical came with salt, sage, and crystal too. Does it? No. Dark Angel Medical, the history behind Dark Angel is actually, I believe it was, what was the angel? I can't remember. Doc tells you. It's really good. But Doc is phenomenal. I mean, his product is, I don't have mine available. It's in my investigation bag at the moment, but the picture was in the video of the kit. That's the one that I carry with me in the field. He just put out a list. He'll be doing training in. Awesome. Yeah. He also does training. So, I mean, definitely worth looking up if you want some good quality training. They're exactly planet 412 and the Eye of Jupiter are level-headed guys. I would love to get hold of them. Yeah, both are good. That would be great. I would love to have them on. I've been trying to get Roger from Mud Fossil University, but I think he's a little leery because he's been talked to down a lot. I would love to get Roger from Mud Fossil University to come on with me sometime. Oh, dude, yeah. Judy, I've had a lot of first aid kits. I've had a lot of they have different kits for different style training too. Mine are all military set because that's what I know. I know combat field medicine. That's why when I buy my Dark Angel kit, I get the military style because that's what I'm familiar with. But he has different style kits that you can buy from that. Definitely very good kits. And like I said, I mean, I get the money thing. I mean, I don't charge people when I do investigations. I make no money on my investigations. I make no money on my shows. All this costs me money. So, I mean, I understand when money's tight. You know, I'm a single parent. I got 40 acres I pay for. I mean, I got a daughter and that's a senior. I got another daughter that's in college. I know about the money thing. And I can tell you now, I mean, that's what I like about Sezzle. Sezzle is great when I want to buy that type of stuff. So, I mean, he has so many options he can use. And like I said, FHA, FSA, HSA, if you have that type of stuff, you can buy those kits with that too. I mean, you have many different options to buy his kits. Thank you, Barry. So let's go ahead and let's do another book giveaway. Let me come up with another question idea. So my books are based off my family bloodline. What is my primary bloodline? Yeah. Yeah, Judy. Yep. I love my hardbacks. I like my paperbacks too, but I really love my hardbacks. Yeah, thank you so much for that, Roxanne. Yes, Doc also co-hosts when he's available on DX Machina. Yes. Roger missed the Dragon Head south of Argentina. Go on Google. Yeah, I found Kukulkan. I've got pictures of Kukulkan here in the United States. Oh, Demaria got it. Norse. My bloodline hails from Ragnar Lothbrok through Ivar the Boneless. And so a lot of my writings is Norse based because that is a lot of what my family knowledge is. It's Norse based. And so on my primary bloodline, like I said, is Norse. So, I mean, I do have my Native American stuff in there, and I do have my Scottish stuff in there, and some Irish stuff in there as well. But my primary bloodline is Norse. I hail from Ragnar Lothbrok and Ivar the Boneless, also known as Ivar Ragnarsson. So, congratulations, Demaria. You win. Hit me up on Messenger. Give me your address, and I'll let you know what book is available, what books are available. Judy gets the first pick, so can't wait to hear. Hey, not so perfect Bigfoot show. My books are on Amazon. Roxanne, if you wouldn't mind, I don't have my codes available. Can you pop up the book one for me? Oh, wait, I think I remember what it is. I believe it's that one there. Let's see if it pops up. I think a famous and wise martial arts teacher in history said that it's good to know how to heal and save as much as knowing how to kill. Exactly. Yeah, you're 100% right. Gary says, "Oh damn, I missed it. Was putting my dog up at Coons. I became. I know that feeling too well. Come on, mouse, work for me here. There it is. If you go to Amazon, the same as you do as D.A. Roberts, type in e.d. Testerman, and you'll find my books on Amazon. And If you click my name, the same as if you do a DA, if you click our names that's above our books, it'll take you to our author's Facebook page or our fan page. And if you follow us, anytime we release a book, it'll let you know. Let's see. You're so welcome. Thank you for coming in and joining us. Bruce Lee was trained by IP Man. He was Bruce Lee was phenomenal, and he was trained by IP Man. IP Man was one of the best martial artists in China. I like Bruce Lee. Yep. I'm Cherokee, Comanche, Lakota, German, Irish, English, Scottish, and Norwegian. My primary bloodline is Norwegian. Oh, no kidding, DA. Awesome. Hey, you guys, don't check out DA's show Wednesday night too. It's his 300th show, dude. Heck yeah, we got to do one for that. Let's try this one. See what this one is. Dude, that is awesome. Make sure you guys follow DA and watch this 300 show. I can't wait to see what you're going to give away. That's awesome, dude. I'm so proud of you. That is freaking amazing, man. I'm getting ready. December 3rd to be my 1 year mark of doing podcast. Calio, Missouri years ago. I love it here in Missouri, Firewater. I love it here. I really do. My brothers and some people often ask, why did I fight so hard to buy the land that I got now? Literally my blood, my sweat, my tears, and my soul. I'm one with this property. So, this is where I center. This is my place of zen and peace. I love here on my property. And there's a lot of activity I have out here. Like what I had the other day. Man, I was so Jones what I had the other day. I called DA. DA is the first person I called up. I was like, dude, you can't believe what just happened. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I love that. I love supporting people. If I get to watching them, I really like how they're putting out and they're not trying to mislead people. I love promoting people, and I'll do that. I'll always do that. And I love to help other people, and I love to be on with other people. I love that type of stuff. Land has energy, has a lot of magic, and Missouri has a lot of very old magic in it. Missouri is one of the oldest mountains in the world. It's just been eroded in time, and there's so much mountain magic in these mountains. You and me both, bro. You and me both. What's up? What's happening, Midnight Watchers? How's it going? Dude, Bruce Lee his son was really good too. His son, it was tragic with both of them. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I've got some of the best subscribers in the world. You guys are just amazing. Yeah. Oh, continue to grow. We all need to continue to grow together, help each other out, man. That's really everybody in the paranormal, cryptid, and supernatural field. We need to work together. We need not to fight each other. We need to work together, build and learn together. Yes. Yes, he was. Jet Li was awesome. He died during the filming of The Crow, the very first. Brandon Lee, sorry. Brandon Lee was his son, and he died filming the very first Crow. Jet Li also learned under IP Man too, as well, though. There ain't nothing wrong with that, Barry. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, I know exactly. I got a buddy of mine from Nolans would tell you the same thing. Heck yeah. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Corey, how's it going? Sorry, I didn't see you pop in there. Yeah, Corey. Yeah, Brandon Lee died during the first making of The Crow. Uncuts of Derek. Yeah, I've been watching movie reactions of the Crow videos lately. Lost a good man, dude. Yeah. Brandon was Brandon. He was just as good to me as his father was. I liked them both. Yeah, Jet Li's badass though. I mean, Jet Li's badass, and he learned from IP Man. If my memory serves me correctly, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he learned from IP Man as well. Yeah, Gary. Yes, you definitely yes. I'm sorry, my mouse keeps jerking stuff around, so I'm missing stuff. Chippewa, Ojibwe, Scottish Norse. We did do that DNA. I didn't have to. I've always known I don't do the DNA test, and I've got my own reasons why. And I talk about that on my Rumble show. You talk of other lands, you die. Not sure what that one means yet, Tim. I'll be honest with you, bud. Sorry. I know I'm proud of it. I'm just joke around my kinfolk, and Cams were from the same country, and yeah, my last name is a new name. We were testers, testars, testerments, testermen. Testerman is a fairly new name for us. When the three brothers came over to U.S. and came into North Carolina, one stayed there, one went to Dakotas, and went to the Texas. The John Wayne movie, The Searchers, was based off of my family. The only difference was she did not survive being rescued. She didn't want to be rescued. She died a couple of weeks after being rescued. Her husband was the last Comanche chief to ever surrender. Yeah, you guys are all. I'm loving this chat. I'm trying to get caught up too. I apologize. Oh, why did that do that? Daggone it. This thing's acting up. Yep. Oh, yeah. Judy, you're absolutely right. And a lot of people don't understand that. The land does have a lot of magic. And I'm not just talking about the Fae. And I'm not just talking about paranormal and supernatural. Or why is that thing doing that? I didn't click off of that. What the hell is going on with this thing? Um, but yes, the land really does have magic. So when the Native Americans tell you need to find a place to recenter yourself, that's reconnecting with the vibrations. When we talk about vibrations and the frequency of Mother Earth and reconnecting yourself and recentering yourself, we're talking about absorbing that magic. Mother Earth is a living, breathing thing, and she's full of magic, and we are part of her. So therefore, that's why we always say go back to her to recenter yourself, because that is what we mean. You need to reconnect to her to recenter yourself. Definitely need to rewatch that. Always watch John Wayne with my dad. Yeah, I love John Wayne, but that movie was based off my family. Her and was my cousin that she did not want to be rescued, and her husband was the last Comanche chief to ever surrender. She died 2 weeks after being rescued. That was what that movie's based off of. John Wayne's The Searcher is based off my cousin. That place was the coolest place I've ever seen worked. Oh wow, I must have missed something, Corey. I'm sorry. Let me scroll up see what I missed, bud. If I can get my thing to work. Oh, oh yeah, and Joplin. Joplin's got a lot of paranormal activity. Joplin really does. Um, I can't wait to get back down to where I was last weekend. DA's going with me back over there. Um, I can't wait. Let me get back down there and see where I left off here. And to me, even when I'm doing cryptid, paranormal, supernatural research, it's important to me to ground myself with that energy of that land. I think that's has a lot to do with it. I think the reason why I've had such peaceful activity with the Bigfoot here in my house for 32 years is because I'm very much connected to my land. I'm a very big part of my land. Um, and I think it's why I've had so much activity and stuff like that and good experiences. I think that's for me on my side when it comes to investigation. It's very important to be grounded to the land that you're looking at. They do uncut. They Mother Earth surely does. Yes, Corey, you got to be get grounded. You have to get grounded. It's important to get grounded. Not so perfect. You can feel the energy when you step on a certain lane. Yes. Oh, yes. And when I did that investigation last week, where I'm getting ready, where I'm investigating what I believe is werewolf, but it's a werewolf or dogman. But due to the encounters, the description of it, I'm really leaning towards werewolf. There is a lot of energy, and it was to the point it was jacking with my vision. It is very, very heavy and very, very strong there. But yeah, there's absolutely energy connected with certain parts of land. Where I come from, there's a rich history, a dark history, but a history of survival. I'll go there to ground myself. Absolutely. Here in Pineville, Missouri is two places that I can best ground myself. I am physically and spiritually attached to those pieces of land. My grandparents had a farm out of the old Mountain View area. Oh yeah, and Grandma would have my mom and aunt and uncle go out and lay on a blanket on the ground under the tree when they did when they feel right, and it worked. Oh man, it is. Yeah, I'm very big on that because I mean it's worked. Miss V's channel has some great content as well. Cool. I'll have to try to look that one up too. Yeah, I get. Yeah, I mean, I love being and the sun. A lot of people don't realize the sun is very important when you're trying to get better. That's why you remember the old timers used to say, "I need to get out in the sun." You need the vitamins from the sun. That's very important as far as getting better, feeling better as well. We have something very aggressive on one side of the river and something very docile on the other side of the river. It's crazy, but I can believe that. Not so perfect. I really can't. Like I've told people several times, my encounters with what I call my guest here has always been peaceful. For 32 years, it's always been peaceful. But I also know all it takes is that one. It takes that one that's got a bad attitude or one that's having a bad day to turn my 32 years of peaceful experiences into a nightmare. I mean, so being on one side of the river and the other opposite of each other, I can very much see that. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Yeah, Jeffrey, tell him I said thank you. If he does get if you're listening to this later on, thank you, Jeff. That's awesome, dude. Last name was originally Loamfer, which is Norse, yep, but settled in Ireland. And both parental grandparents came to the U.S. from there. My other side it was Apache. Yeah, like I have two sides of my family. The Testermans, which was lords of Oxfordshire, England, during times of Dane law, came from England over to here when we, and then the blacks, they came straight from Norway to here. So I mean, two sides of my family come from Norway. It helps the ground when you have pain. Yes, it does. The sun will upgrade your crystalline body, and yeah. I mean that vitamin D. Yeah, that vitamin D is very, very important. Yeah, and the sun will give it to you. Now you can have too much, and you can have it too little. So you got to be careful on that too. Man, this thing is doing its own. Man, my thing is acting. Yeah, brown dwarf. You're Urington, a dwarf. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, hell yeah. I need to get him on my show one day. Dude, yeah. Judy, you're right. I mean, there's been very few times I've ever been as scared as I was on investigation. I mean, I hate to admit it, but I had to get the hell out of there. I was by myself in a land that I wasn't familiar with. I've done investigations by myself my whole life. And I'm finally getting people in. I love working with DA on investigations. I'm starting to bring people in with me because I'm very, very picky who I take on because I don't want to disrespect the land, and I don't want to disrespect the people on that land, and I don't want to disrespect what's on that land. So I'm very picky about who I take on investigations with me, but I'm learning I need to start doing that more and more. And I really wanted to get a feel from that land where this the original sighting happened in 1974, which is 4 miles from the current sighting. But I can tell you now, that is one of the scariest times I've ever had on an investigation. But I was jonesing, dude. I was jittery as hell when the time I was done. Even though I was scared. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was freaking. I was like, I need to get the f out of here. You'll hear it on my thermal when I was doing my thermal recordings. I'm rushing around trying to gather my stuff up, and I'm like, man, I gotta get the f out of here. Something's trying to lure me away and take me out. I mean, that is exactly the feeling I had. And that's not happened very many times for me on investigation. And I knew it was time. It was time for me to get the hell out of there. Why do I proofread after seeing? I do the same thing, Barry. Don't worry. I do the same thing. Yeah, Jeff is good. Jeff's good. Yeah, I need to get him on my show. Yeah, no sunscreen. No sunscreen will block them vitamins. You need to do. You just don't be out there too long. Too little and too much will hurt you. Dang it! Quit, freaking mouse. My grandparents believe in the magic of the Ozarks. Oh yeah, and so do since I moved down here 40 years ago. I have felt so much better feeling the connection to it. Always did. Even yeah. In a prime example, if people don't believe that, look how people's attitudes are when they're in a concrete jungle versus when they're out in nature, and you physically touch and spiritually connect to nature. Look how their attitudes change. If you don't believe in that, do your own study and watch what happens. Do it on yourself. Watch how others people react. You'll see what we mean. How old were you when you had your first encounter? So my first encounter, you talking about cryptid, paranormal, supernatural. So I got to break that down. Oh crap! This thing jumped all over. There it goes. Yeah, mom's side of the family is Italian and Scottish, Irish, and my dad's side is Welsh and Mekos, aka Seminole. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good combination. Uncut. Honestly, that's a good combination. I always tell my kids that we have the bloodline of the greatest warriors throughout the world that run through our vein. I got a new phone, and I guessed it removed me from being a moderator. Did it, Rox? Okay, Corey, remind me later, and I'll get that set up for you, buddy. Sometimes knowing where to leave is the best thing you can do. Yeah, yeah. It shouldn't have, but hey, no biggie. Easy to fix. Easy to fix. I was talking to him the other day, and he was delivering a calf and never quit talking. Dude, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, he's right, dude. Oh, man, I'm yeah. I mean, I'm from St. Joe, and I can tell you there's a huge difference from when I lived up there versus where I live now. Gosh dang it, quit jerking around on me. No, Jet Li was not Bruce Lee's son. No. Oh, wait, did this thing jump all the way to hell up there again? Yeah, it did. Why is my stuff acting up today? I'm sorry, guys. Let me get back down. I do not know why this thing is freaking doing this. Okay, any of them? So, the very first experience I ever had was paranormal, which I was 3 years old. And then when that was when I was lifted up by my late grandmother. She told me she was going to protect me. A few years later, when my younger brother was about 3, I had the full body apparition experience again with my grandmother in the attic. See, where I was, the bedrooms were on the top house on Cudmore in St. Joe, Missouri. And on the other side of the bedrooms that were upstairs was the attic. And we kept hearing noises in that attic. And eventually I went in there and I saw my grandmother again. And she held her arms out and said, I love you and I'll protect you. I was 8 or 9 when I had my first UFO experience. And I was in Forsyth, Missouri. I was on Christmas Eve. We was coming to Hodgesville at the time. And we was coming back from my grandma and grandpa Steinman's house in Forsyth. And I remember looking up in the sky, seeing a row of blinking lights. And this is back in the 80s. So we had the back dash, and I used to lay in that back dash all the time. And I remember to tell Mom, I was like, Mom, I see Santa Claus. She's like, well, you better get to sleep or he's not going to deliver presents. And I watched them row of blinking lights turn in a circle, spin real fast, and shoot off. And I was like, that must be how he traveled fast. And then I was 12 or 13 when I had my first cryptid experience. And that was up there in Independence, up by St. Joe, Missouri, on my grandpa's property. And we're playing hide go seek in the woods. And inside the woods there was a cow trail because the cow traveled in the woods up there. And I remember running. I think my brother Jeremy was it at the time, my stepbrother Jeremy. I remember running through the cow field, not seeing that, and I made a big loop. A couple minutes later, come across, and there was a footprint about that big sitting in the middle of that cow field or a cow trail. And that was my first experiences with all 3. I have been a nature girl all my life. I love it. I've always been attached to nature. I didn't know that, Kevin. Sunscreen can cause cancer more so than preventing it. That makes a lot of sense. I don't sunburn. I just don't. I've got a lot of my Native American blood comes out in me. That's why it's hard to grow hair. I've been growing this since 2012, not cutting it. I don't grow a lot of hair, but and I don't sunburn. I may turn red. The first sun of the year, I may turn red. In like a day or two, I'm a nice golden brown. I've only been sunburnt once my whole life, and that's because I was drunker and all get out in Okinawa, Japan, and I was kayaking, shooting the caves there in Okinawa all day long, and I got sunburned. I actually got yellow fever blisters, but I never use sunscreen because I don't sunburn. Come on, thing. I can tell you about a concrete jungle. Pretty much grew up on the streets of it. Yeah. I mean, I've lived in concrete jungles and all that. You know, yeah. I mean, it is. Time crunch. Oh, it is getting close, ain't it? Oh, come on, man. Quit doing that. Lumbees are not recognized by the government, but I'm okay with that. No kidding. Oh, the Falcons beat the Buccaneers. Oh wow, yo, my KC won. We're the undefeated team right now, 7-0, baby. We're 7-0. Why is this acting up? I'm gonna have to restart my computer later on. I wish it quit. Daggone thing. Hey, D8. Sorry, man. Yeah, we'll catch you, bro. I'll see you I'll see you in there in a few. We're getting ready to wrap it up so everybody can get ready to go to your show. Did you? Wow, Firewater. That's cool. I've had some weird dreams that is very realistic. And it was, I swear to God, man, I was fighting aliens and demons and all this other stuff. Then I wake up and I'm back at home, but I'd have red marks everywhere I got hit or cut. And in places that I couldn't get with my finger. So let me do the last book giveaway because we're going to have to get ready to get on to DA. So I don't want to miss this too much. Let me think. This is going to be for the last book, and I'll let you guys know when I email you as soon as I get messages from all the winners today on who what books are available. Let me think of a good question here. When I was stationed in Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii, I had a ghost that would visit me. And what ghost was it? What kind of ghost was it that would visit me in my home? Nope. Nope. Not that. Not a specter. I've told this story before. It used to come and mess with me at my bedroom. And whenever I told him, I was like, look, me and my wife's getting ready to have marital affairs. Can you please leave? He would go to my stepson's room and watch over my stepson. And I've told this before. What type of ghost was it? That would have been a cool one, though. That would have been a cool one. You guys got some great answers. Hawaiian. A perverted. I often said that. A female slave. You guys have got some good ones. I'll let me give you grandmom. No, but I've had that happen before. It deals with I was in the Marines when this happened, and that will be the hint. It has been, yep. I want to said boo a lot. I was a Marine when it happened. Close, but no. Actually, I'll give it to Firewater. She's the closest. Congratulations, Firewater. It was a World War II Marine. A World War II Marine that had died there in Kaneohe Bay during World War II. And he used to come and stand at the foot of my bed every night. And then when me and my wife was getting ready to have marital relations, I would have to say, can you please leave, man? We need some private time. And he would go through the wall into my stepson's room and watch over him at night. I'm almost sure I've had that happen before, but I don't want to recall. I go, if it's a way to go, I guess that's a way to go. I'm having a succubus. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Let me know what book it is that you want. And then, message me the winners today. Message me on Facebook. Let me know what book it is that you want and your, there it is. your address, and as soon as I sign them, I'll mail them. As soon as I get this thing to work for me, everybody congratulate Firewater. She won. Yeah, one of the most haunted places in the world I've ever been was Hawaii. Hawaii was probably the most haunted place I've ever been. That is true. That is true. I'll give you that one. But at least he was respectful about it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was something I dealt with quite often being stationed there. Yeah. No ghost. No ghost while doing. I'm afraid of getting something somewhere I don't want. Nope. 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 He was actually he was very knowledgeable. He he could act. He reacted every time we communicated with him. I can't say much, man. I was perverted when I was in the military. So yeah, I'd say you're right. So you guys message me on there. Um, Demiria, let me get the code. I believe I have that on there. Nightwalkers, yes. I've seen the Nightwalkers. Yes, I have. Um, let's see. I believe I have a code for my Facebook one, don't I, Roxanne? Everybody give a round of applause to Roxanne. She's my moderator. She is freaking awesome. I've got to get Corey back up and going on that. Well, may not. So look up. I have two Facebook pages. Look up my name on Facebook. I just put it in the messenger deal there. And the one with me and my cowboy hat, that's my author's page. That is the page that when I do artwork work for book covers, I do a new book release, or I come up with a book idea. I allow people, my readers to vote on it. So I give you guys an option. So that makes you guys a part of the creation of my books just as much as me writing it. I involve you, my readers, as well. So anytime that I do something with my books, I'm going to be posting it on there. Keep an eye out because, like I said, I do votes on it for book covers, for merch designs, for all my merchandise. All the artwork for my merchandise is what I created. And you can find my merch store at Teespring. I believe it's this one here. Actually, I guess I could have looked at my codes. It's hard to see with no lights on. Yep, that's one of them. If you go here, this is my merch store. I have all different kinds of line of merchandise. The artwork for that, my book covers, all that stuff is. Why is this not popping up? Oh well. I create myself, and until November 1st, you have discount code TBATU20 for 20% off. I came in from my dad's funeral. The landline was ringing, and I swear it was my dad. I checked the caller ID, and the call was from his cell phone that was turned off in his night. That is not uncommon, Barry. That really is not uncommon. Um, Thank you, Roxy. um, why is it, man? This thing keeps messing up on me. What is going on with this? I was a sissy and I heard his voice and through the phone. Biggest regret of my life. I get that, but you also have to understand the situation you was in, Barry, and it's understandable. Why does this keep doing this? dang gone thing. Um, what? I've got to reset my stuff. Um, I mean, it's understandable, man, and I get it. You're always going to have that regret. You know, I blame my mother's death on me. I believe she was probably trying to tell me that she didn't want to, that she would changed her mind, and I was too distraught to understand. So, I mean, I get where you're coming from on that, but always remember, he is a part of you. You are an extension of him. He's always going to be living in your mind and in your heart. So he's never truly gone. You are him. He is you. He lives in your memories. He lives in your heart. He lives in your very fiber of your being. You are him. And therefore, you'll never be away from him. Thank you. ed.testerman. Thank you, Roxanne. Yeah, e.d.testerman is my author's Facebook page. It's okay if you got the message when you looked at the phone. That is what it was. That was me. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. Not so perfect. Absolutely right. So I mean, Barry, I get it, but man, he's never gone. He's never gone, dude. Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of us here has dealt with that kind of death before. We know, and it's hard. It is so hard to live with it, but we keep on pushing. Yeah. And the thing is, too, do you still remember the tone of his voice to this day? Oh man, yeah, I get that. Exactly. Remember though, I mean, it honestly, bud, what I said it rings true. You're a part of him. Therefore, you always got that message because his voice is in your head. You're a part of him. He's a part of you. You always got that. Oh, thank you, Roxanne. Um, let me pop this up real quick. I got sidetracked. Actually, it was kind of important. Dealing with something like this was kind of important. That's why I didn't care about the time. Um, what is going on with my stupid computer, man? Yep. Yeah. No matter how bad my daughters may upset me, um, they're still my daughters, and I still love them to death. You know, your father's love. I mean, and that's not to say mother's love is not just important. Hers is too. The father is the provider, the protector, the disciplinary, and the educationer, and the mother is the nurturer, the life bringer, the healer, the comforter of the home. Each plays a part, and each have a very big part of your life. Come on, dude, work for me. When we realize that the soul is internal and death does not exist, it helps when those are, yeah. Oh, I'm good. He adopted me and probably saved my life. We bet heads, but we loved each other, and we my real dad to this day still doesn't claim me. He just owned me when I was 2 months old. I'm 45. The only two dads I've ever known in my life was my half brother's dad, which was Robert Steinman, and my stepdad. Oh yeah, dude. Thank you so much, Gary. I'm waiting on my deal to pop up so I can finish this, and it's being not acting right. Come on, man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is important stuff, Gary. This really is. I don't know why this is acting up. Freaking thing. I may not be able to do my usual closing. I just can't get. I don't know what's going on with my computer. This thing is just being a straight pain in the here. Finally, now it wants to work. Quit. Really, dude? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. This thing is being a straight pain in my butt at the moment. Let's see if that fixed it. There we go. My gosh. Now it's got, okay. This is a poem I wrote, and I love reading it at the end of all this all the time. So this is what I usually close the show out with. There comes a time when the warrior falls. They leave this realm and be missed by all. Raise a glass and keep them in your heart. They have kept this realm safe and performed their part. Look to your veterans, your active duty, your EMTs, and the blue line. What they do or have done was walk that fine line. When the demon comes calling on your soul, they will be there to save us all. Hold them in your prayers, for they are deserving. They all have served or are serving. Everybody, thank you again so much. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. You guys is what makes this show possible, and what makes this show great. I'm thankful for every single one of you guys, my new subscribers, my OGs. Every single one of you guys are awesome, and I thank you so much. So until the next time, guys, I hope to see you over in DAX Machina. Peace, love, and blessings to you all, and have a blessed night.